And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. And there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Porter. And it's Morris in at the one. Jackson passes to George. And both teams, Doris, battling injury.
Kevin, we have seen that when someone is injured, that means an opportunity for a bench player to show what they have. And the coaching staff maybe has to get a little bit more creative than usual.
George with the ball. A floater over Jokic, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Morris passes to Jokic. And now just over a minute played here in the first. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And George kicks to Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Leonard. Lets it go from the wing. And too long on the shot.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here's George. Michael Porter making his last shot. And there's Paul George on the assist by Cousins.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
And the wide open shot from Morris. A putback, Jokic on the follow.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Jackson looking around. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle. Now,
here is Morris. No coverage that time.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Cousins against McGee. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets making a change here. Harrison's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Cousins. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Jokic, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Jokic has got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Right side, Rondo. In the corner, George with it. Back to Rondo. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Here's Harrison. He's covered by Rondo. And Porter, here we go. Here's Jokic. Again, the Nuggets score.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Trailing here by 8. Zubac finds Rondo. Porter against George. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
And now the fast break. George with the ball. From 18 feet away, Porter pulls it in. Denver leading by 6. Throws it up high, and the slam dunk by McGee.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Rondo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Millsap against Batum. Here's Chunchar. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got Morris, Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverley, and it's man in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Beverley with the ball. Now Bol defending. Oturu's shot is off. Denver leading by 7. Here's Chunchar. It's hauled in by Beverley. And here's Kennard. Fires from deep. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Morris has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Clippers.
Well, that's just stellar concentration from the talented forward. Marcus Morris effective at keeping his balance on these tough finishes.
Rivers passes to Bol. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Now here's Beverley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Oturu, and the shot goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Floats it up for Millsap. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will come the other way. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Beverly looking around. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from Cousins.
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Beverly against Rivers. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Now Beverly still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Cousins. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Nuggets leading by 3. It's Millsap with the drive, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Way to attack there off the dribble. Millsap showing great instincts and getting to the rack.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Mann. He kicks it to Cousins. 6 to shoot. Pass to Mann. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Mann's got his second basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pass to Bol. Back to Harrison. Millsap kicks to Rivers. That one off the back iron and out. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Kennard for 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Rivers with it. No points in the game yet for him. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Morris dishes to Beverly. Back to Morris. Over Millsap. He got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 8 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Michael Porter's out there with Morris. And there's Gordon. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Jokic in at the 4 spot. Morris against Jackson. Porter passes to McGee. Porter trying to free himself up. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The pass to Oturu. Back to George. And here's Leonard. And the shot goes down. Leonard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Now here is McGee. He's covered closely. That shot is off. Great D that time from Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And contact on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Now on the court, your Mario's Nuggets dancers. Let them hear it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. The Nuggets trail by 4.
Timeout. Nuggets call timeout.
Both teams will make substitutions. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Jokic in the corner. And again, Denver no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Passes it to Zubac. Back to George. Cousins trying to free himself up. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Cousins. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Morris passes to Jokic. 5 on the clock to end the run. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Over Gordon. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Porter. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Los Angeles leading by 4. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
For the Nuggets, Millsap comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Michael Porter. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mann, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And it's Jokic missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
It could go. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 6-point game. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Patrick Beverley. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Morris in at the 4. The Clippers shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And right through it goes. Morris has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers.
Well, you can tell that Mr. Morris doesn't lack for confidence. This guy is ready to shoot as soon as it touches his hands.
Here's Rivers. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Morris outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Mann. 5 to shoot. Now Kennard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And with a fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Well, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Floats it up for Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, Ball with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 8. Rondo with the ball. Kicks to Cousins. Back to Rondo. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard, the pass to Zubac, and stolen by Bull. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Porter's running, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
A different look for Denver. Chanchar's checked in. And it's Austin Rivers in for Green. And then for Los Angeles, Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Leonard kicks to George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on board.
We see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
The Nuggets trail by 9. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Over to the wing. Stolen by Jackson. And here is Zubac. Pass to Jackson. Outside, George. There's the triple. Jackson passes to George. 4 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. Nuggets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Jokic, and he converts the layup.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack it.
George against Porter. Outside Leonard. Over Gordon. Leonard finds Jackson. Back to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. McGee with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Morris passes to Jokic. 1:22 left in the fourth. And he gets it to go. And now it's only a 5-point Clipper lead. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Now here's George. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Jackson against Morris. Money!
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. Off target from outside.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
A 3 from Leonard. And it's Denver with the rebound. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's foul number 2 for him. Morris inside. Guarded by Jackson. It counts.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. A narrow. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. The city of Denver is in full motion tonight as we get set to bring you the action from the Pepsi Center. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
They say misery loves company, and both teams now suffering with injuries. But in the end, it balances out.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon, and there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Morris in at the 1 spot. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's Lillard. Michael Porter making his last shot, and it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away using those long arms.
And that one's good by Porter.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all 3 looks.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to McCollum. Pass to Powell. Jacks up a 3. Portland again missing.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Morris passes to Porter. Jokic with it. Yep, that one goes.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Lillard. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contribution.
And that one's good by Porter.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Powell dishes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
Now here is Morris. Right wing. Jokic kicks to Porter. Releases from 15, and the rebound by Nurkic.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Powell against Gordon, and it's sent back by Jokic. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for JaVale McGee, and it's Harrison in for Morris. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now, here's Jokic. Back to Harrison. Outside, Porter. Cantor against Jokic. Just 3 to shoot. He gets that one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he become a valuable scorer in the league, and really what position would he play. But after being the 10th overall pick in 2013, he's answered those questions.
To the left side wing. Millsap's against Anthony. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Millsap kicks to Rivers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
And he can't hit the second. Simons, the pass to McCollum. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Anthony down low. Millsap covering. And it's McCollum off the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, sometimes CJ, just with movement alone, finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
Now here's Rivers. Pass to Millsap. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by McCollum. Millsap looking it over. Passes to Rivers. Puts it up from 15. And that one hits back iron. Here's the break. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
He made it! He gets it to go! Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 10. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked about his future plans.
I know that when the main guy,
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
On the floor for Portland, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Denver with the ball after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Chanshaw, defended by Jones. It's deflected.
That's good footwork from the big man as Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
And it's slammed in by Jones.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now, here is Morris. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Millsap. Green left side. Out to Morris, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D for the Nuggets. Ole comes in for Green, and it's Austin Rivers in for Morris. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Jones after Austin Rivers scored. They get it back. Good on the shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rivers against Lillard. Outside Millsap. Pass to Bull. and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
It's Covington on the wing. Back to Powell. And it's blocked. Outside Millsap. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And Millsap right now unselfish and looking for guys if they're open.
Trailblazers trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kicks it out to Covington. Jones, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. Nuggets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Millsap passes to Harrison. No good on the 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Harrison. Offensive rebound. Outside for Millsap. The pass to Harrison. Shot clock at 5. Rivers passes to Millsap. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Powell finds Lillard. Back to Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
36 seconds left to play in the first half. Up top, Rivers. Covered by Lillard. Rivers passes to Chuncho. Now here's Millsap. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Bol.
Well, Millsap, the experience, the unselfishness, that helps make him a jack of all trades.
Lillard outside. He kicks to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Back to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
For 3, Millsap, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Denver in the drive.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray said there's really nothing he can't do other than jump. How about that, Jim? And that should do it with the...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Porter in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Lillard against Morris. Kicks it out to Gordon. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Anthony with it, guarded now by Morris. Kicks it out to Lillard. Powell against Porter. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Over Morris. Lillard finds Covington. Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. It's Covington on the wing. Jokic against Anthony. Lillard looking around. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, you might have thought he was rushing. I think he knew exactly what the time was on the clock. Lillard keeping his composure.
Outside, Porter. Jokic inside. Covington's there. Jokic kicks to McGee. Shot left block. The shot misses. Great D that time from Nurkic. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Yep, it counts. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Simons. Portland no good that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
McCollum against Porter. Left side, Covington. It's stolen by Green. The drive by Gordon. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Respecting how Jokic can shoot the basketball as a big man, knows exactly where to pull up from.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
The Nuggets making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. There's the steal. Rivers against Lillard. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Trailblazers trail by 12. Now here's Lillard. Lobs it up for Cantor. He doesn't hit that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
And stolen by Bull. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Chanshaw. Covered by Anthony. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Lillard missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And now Covington running the floor all by himself.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
Pass to Harrison. Back to Rivers. He gets it up, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Denver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Denver leading by 10. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Ennis Cantor. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Here's McCollum. Basket counts.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Morris inside, covered by Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got his first points of the game. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Ennis Cantor. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Trailblazers trail by 12. It's Powell on the wing. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Porter passes to McGee.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Good instincts from Lillard. Runs that pick and roll all for the setup. Ends with the assist.
Morris with the ball. Gordon kicks to Morris. Back to Gordon. They kick it out to Green. 5 on the clock. Outside Gordon. It's good.
The ability to hit mid-range shots makes Gordon that much more dangerous. Talk about versatility.
Lillard against Morris. Lillard attacking. He lobs it up and finished off by Nurkic.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Morris dishes to McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
So both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good from McGee. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Millsap. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lillard the pass to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic getting up there and waiting that rim.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard against Rivers. He dishes it to Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Harrison. Now Millsap. Defended by Covington. Millsap kicks to McGee. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Trailblazers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Covington in the corner. Back to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Nurkic. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simons. 32 seconds left in the game. And here's McGee. Passes it to Porter. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's the pass to Simons. The three. It drops. So the Nuggets win it. Some good competition, but the whole. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the test.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Kleba in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's McGee in at the center filling out the middle. Doncic with the steal. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Doncic with it. Richardson finds Doncic. Over Porter. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
The drive by Doncic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Morris against Doncic. Morris dishes to McGee. The shot will not fall.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Offensive rebound. Powell kicks to Doncic. Clock at 6. Porzingis can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
Outside, Porzingis, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Richardson outside from the high post, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
Doncic against Morris. Pass to Jokic. Back to Morris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And the Nuggets with some changes. Millsap comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Harrison in for Monte Morris. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Denver grabs the miss. One-on-one here. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Brunson. The Mavericks trailing. A pass to Porzingis. McGee with the block.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Brunson against Morris. A wide open look here for Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Mavericks trail by 3.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Jokic passes to McGee.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Right side, Porzingis. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Porter kicks to Gordon. 16 seconds left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Richardson outside. Hardaway for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Burke. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And Bull pulls it down. Outside for Millsap. Knocks down the 3 ball. Millsap's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
And I tell you, Millsap's one of those players. He just seems to get better every day he's been in this league. And more than anywhere else, I think that shows in his ability to score from beyond.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Burke. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Left side, Porter. Second chance shot. That one doesn't drop. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And here is Doncic. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets, fast break, jumps up, finishes the break with a slam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harrison with the rebound.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
So both teams making some changes here. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. The Nuggets leading by 7. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Jokic, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And Dallas with a change here too. Powell's checked in. Morris passes to Gordon. The feed to Green. Tries again. Shoots over Powell, and again, Denver no good. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
It doesn't seem to matter where Luka Doncic is on the floor. His shooting ability is impressive.
Morris looking over the floor. Kicks it to Gordon. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Doncic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now just a 2-point Denver lead. For Denver, they've gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Pass to Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Porter's checked in for Denver. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Melly is checked in for Doncic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. The shot by Redick, no good. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, the agility, the mobility, the speed of Aaron Gordon in the fast break, just such a tough cover.
Redick surveying the D. Out to Porzingis. And that one released in time, but no good. And so, thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. 1/2 is behind. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Mavericks trail by 8. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Denver, Austin Rivers is out there with Harrison. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Bull. And it's John Shar in at the 3 spot. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Here's Harrison. Mavericks with the rebound. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Pass to Finney-Smith. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Rivers. Harrison passes to Millsap. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
There's the lob to the hoop.
You know, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Redick passes to Finney-Smith. The pass to Melly. Redick with the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Gets his shot off with great quickness. Redick knows he has the green light to take those.
Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. Pulls up. High post. They grab their own miss. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Marjanovic. Josh Richardson's checked in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Burke in for J.J. Redick. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Burke. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Now Rivers. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers. McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Powell finds Burke. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Outside Gordon. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Jokic against Kleber. McGee's shot is off.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Maxi Kleber.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Richardson outside. Back to Doncic for the lead. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Here's Doncic over Porter, and that one. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Denver shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first. And Morris drops them both. Mavericks trail by 5. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Passes it to Cauley Stein. Doncic looking it over. Corner with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Morris outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Denver on top. They lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10 on the court for the Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. Chanchar, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Mavericks trail by 3. Brunson with it. Pass to Porzingis to tie it up. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
The Nuggets leading by 3. And here's Rivers. Pass to Bull. He dishes it to Millsap. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. And here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Here's Rivers. Outside Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Harrison. Floats it up for Millsap. He can't get that one to fall.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Porzingis passes to Brunson. 3-pointer. That one, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Harrison. Tipped away. Stolen by Brunson. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Trains the 3-pointer. Now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
Well, how about the competitive nature of Tim Hardaway Jr.? Important spot, no problem.
Pass to Chanchar. Pass to Harrison. 5 to shoot. It's up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. Nelly is checked in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Richardson's checked in.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws in practice. What a cool customer.
Throws it up high. McGee's shot is off. Here's Dallas. They've got an 8-0 run. Porter against Richardson. Now, here's Doncic. Back to Richardson. Here's Melly. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. He drops the first one, and that ties the game up.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Well, those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
Outside Gordon. Denver passing it around. Jokic passes to McGee.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. The dish to Cauley Stein. For the three. And it's Doncic missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A rebound by Marjanovic.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Dallas again missing. Now Jokic. Outside Porter. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's McGee in at the center position. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
It's 2-on-1. Here's George, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
Morris against Jackson. Morris kicks to Jokic. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
A 3 from Leonard. Rebound by JaVale McGee. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Leonard with the steal. Passes to Zubac. McGee with the block. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And here is Los Angeles now. Cousins dishes to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Denver.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Jackson with it. Guarded now by Morris. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Takes the 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Floats it up for Jokic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Here's McGee. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Jackson passes to Cousins. Zubac kicks to George. Inside. Over in the corner, Zubac. Shot clock at 2. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
McGee finds Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic, and Jokic slams it in. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now Rondo, following the three-point attempt by Austin Rivers. Stolen by Rivers. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete, Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Rondo on top. Oh, Morris in position.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
Here's Rivers. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Oturu in at the 5 down low.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Oturu, the pass to Morris. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. The Nuggets leading by 8. Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Los Angeles with another miss. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Passes it to Bull. Floats it up for Millsap. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. Here's the three. Again, the miss by Morris.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the right side. The shot by Harrison, no good. Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Man passes to Oturu. Here's Beverly. And again, no good by the Clippers.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Bull can't hit.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Now, here's Kennard. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside, Porter. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Shot clock at 5. Oh, Porter in position. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly, and then for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap. Gordon comes in for Rivers. And Morris subbed in for Harrison. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Cousins kicks to George. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Porter. Pass to McGee. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Outside Jackson. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Morris into the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Reggie Jackson. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Clippers trail by 7. George with the ball. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, as a team. They knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Green, he's checked in for Denver. Bank shot, no good. On the wing, Gordon. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Up in time, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds,
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Harrison, Paul Millsap out there at Bowl. And it's Rivers, and it's Janshar in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Jackson, Cousins. Excellent D that time there from McGee. One-on-one here. Gordon, the pass to McGee. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Here's McGee. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. McGee's got his second bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And George kicks to Leonard. Wide open. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
One of the toughest covers in the league. Kawhi's jumper just keeps getting better.
Morris dishes to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And there's the pass to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Morris passes to Jokic, and the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 14.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Up top, Leonard, defended by Gordon. Pass to man. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on JaVale McGee. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Clippers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Beverly against Rivers. Harrison kicks to Millsap. Back to Harrison. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Rivers against Beverly. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Rivers passes to Millsap. And he lays it straight in. Millsap's got his first points in this one.
A rugged finish from Millsap, undeterred by the defense.
Passes it to Oturu. Back to Beverly. Here's Oturu. In the corner, it's Morris. Pass to Mann. And he banks in the layup. He's got 5.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace has picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Here's Rivers. The pass to Harrison. Here's Chanshaw. Kennard covering. Tries from 10. That one wide left. Clippers trail by 3. Beverly the pass to Oturu. Kennard against Rivers. For the tie. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Now here's Rivers. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The offensive rebound. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
So both teams changing it up here. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Batum kicks to Rondo. Picked away.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Rondo passes to Zubac. Outside Batum. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Millsap with the steal. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Patrick Beverly out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Mann in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Harrison at the elbow bowl. Clock at 4. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Millsap. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Mann passes to Oturu. Now Rivers. Pass to Harrison. Feeds it to Millsap.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And here's George. He dishes it to Cousins. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Porter, no luck. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers trail by 4. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. To the paint, Jokic with the steal.
That's just sloppy. Yeah, I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
You know he's kicking himself, and he might hear it from the coach at the next timeout.
Now, here is Morris. McGee. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Morris against Jackson. Porter looking it over. And it's Jokic in the corner. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Leonard. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
When you're thinking about the next play, rather than being in the moment, these kinds of mistakes happen.
Jackson against Morris. And stolen by Cousins. And they go to the intentional foul. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Leonard attacking. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Morris against Jackson. Now, here is Morris. Tight defense on him. Passes it to Jokic. He kicks to Gordon. 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Outside Leonard. On the wing, George. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 4. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Cole, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Millsap comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Harrison in for Morris. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Denver with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Harrison kicks to Jokic.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now, here's Kennard. It's George on the wing. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Jokic, money!
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Pass to Okuru. Outside Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just one.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
It's the first that will put them up by 2. Denver making a switch here. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And it's Leonard missing. Here's Harrison. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then there's Gordon. And it's Morris in at the point guard position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
Now here's Porter. And McGee kicks to Morris. Pass to Jokic. Covington with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Three-pointer, Lillard. It doesn't go for him. And it's Denver the other way. Gordon inside. He's guarded by McCollum. From 13, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Powell. Now the pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell from downtown. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia. Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Drills the three-pointer.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
Outside Covington. Back to Lillard. The three. It's hauled in by Gordon. Denver leading by 5. Jokic inside. Covington's there, and the basket is good.
When you let Jokic get comfortable, it's a wrap. It's all over. He's a skilled scorer on the interior.
It's Covington on the wing. McCollum feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Now here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He lobs it up. Nurkic with the steal. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. And the dunk by Powell.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Here's Morris. Pass to Jokic. It's up a 3. It's not going to go for him.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Boy, I love to see Covington blast off the floor. He's so good at reading angles and making himself a target in transition.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Jokic. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Nurkic, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for McCollum. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Millsap over Anthony, and another miss by Denver.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Cantor. That's a 2 from Lillard. No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Nuggets on top, up 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the 2nd quarter right after this. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian...
I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the 2nd quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Jermichael Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And there's Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Harrison in at point guard. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And stolen by Bull. And good that time. Bull's got his first basket.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Just over a minute gone here in the 2nd quarter. Lillard left side. Just 5 on the clock. Portland needs to get off a shot over Harrison. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Nuggets leading by 3. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now here's Rivers. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Anthony on the wing. Back to Lillard. Goes up on the high post. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And here's Rivers. Can't hit from in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Millsap against Jones. Millsap passes to Bull. Over Anthony. Bull, that's good. Bull's got 4 points in the quarter. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. 1:49 left in the first half. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Bobbed up there for Green. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Out left to the wing. Here's Simons. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Rivers can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 5. Anthony kicks to Jones. Passes to Cannon. Simons surveying the D. Lobs it up for Cantor. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Green after Enes Kanter's basket. Over McCollum. Second shot opportunity. Green dishes to Millsap. And the pass to Harrison. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. Misses off the right iron.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
8 seconds left in the first half of the game. Rivers with it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a... And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the...
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Morris into the lane, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nuggets lead by 1. Morris against Lillard. Now Powell, back to Lillard. Here's Powell, and it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Lillard, right side, and Nurkic has it in the corner. Powell finds McCollum.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Kicks it out to Lillard. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Morris inside, covered by Lillard. McGee's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And, Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Porter. Even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Down low, McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And they take the lead. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Denver calls timeout. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Lillard, right side. And there's the feed to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets with some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 7.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Lillard against Morris. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Now, Nurkic. Lillard outside. For 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Lillard against Morris, and Lillard gets it to go.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
There's 37 seconds left in the third. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. 4-point game. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Gets the bucket, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Puts it up from 12. Kanter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Nuggets shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. So on the floor for Denver. JaMychal Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in at the 1.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Now here's Lillard. He gets it in there.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
The Nuggets trail. Here's Harrison. The dish to Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Chanjar's checked in. Denver with a new 14. Rivers in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Here's Harrison, guarded by Powell. Clock at 2. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. To the inside. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Chanshaw, guarded by Powell. Clock at 6. Here's Rivers. It's deflected. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Back to McCollum. Takes a 3. But they'll get another chance. Covington passes to Canner. Covington against Millsap. 6 to shoot. Covington dishes to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Rivers. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Denver in the lead. Floats it up for Millsap. No good. Shot missing. And here we go. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in, and now we've got the intentional foul. McCollum against Porter. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard scanning the floor. Can they get it? Count the basket. Lillard's got 16 points here in the second half.
Proof positive that Lillard is working. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Morris against Lillard. Pass to Jokic. This one for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's sent back by Morris. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Stolen by McGee. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Morris. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Jokic. Basket good. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Takes it out to Covington. Lillard, right side. Back to Covington. Lillard outside. 5 on the clock. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Somebody really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Lillard outside. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Stolen by McCollum.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
Nails the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win. And
thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's McGee in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Porzingis can't hit.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Powell. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many fields. That's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series. Finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And here are the Mavericks now. First quarter, just over a minute played. Porter knocks it away.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Stolen by McGee. Denver passing it around. Richardson against Morris. Back to Jokic. Gordon with no one around. But they get it back. And it's McGee slamming it down.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Finney Smith. Dallas again missing. For Denver, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. The kick out to Porter. Back to Jokic. Looking for McGee. Gets it there. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Doncic dishes to Powell. Out to Doncic. Off target from three-point range. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Mavericks trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McGee with the block. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Stops, pops. Again, the Nuggets score.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Doncic, and the layup is good.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Morris against Doncic. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
And that one's good. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Morris looking over the floor. Fires for three. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 4. Launches it. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Powell kicks to Porzingis. Off target with his 3. And here we go again. The Nuggets on the break. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Paul Millsap out there at Bol. And it's Rivers, and it's Harrison in at the 2 spot. Here's Bol. Offensive rebound. He kicks it to Rivers. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Mavericks trailing. To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Rivers. Outside Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. That evens the score.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. Millsap finds Rivers. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Rivers against Brunson. Outside for Redick. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Kleber comes in for Jalen Brunson. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Marjanovic. And Bol pulls it down.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And it's Burke with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Hardaway has got 5.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Rivers against Redick. Floats it up for Millsap. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Burke looking over the floor. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets leading by 3. Millsap passes to Harrison. 1:46 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Bol. The putback, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Burke kicks to Reddick. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Reddick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Rivers against Reddick. Rivers dishes to Millsap. Another miss by Millsap.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Hardaway, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Burke with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the pass to Reddick. A three ball. No good on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball kicks to Harrison. Passes it to Chanshaw. Dishes it to Bol. Shoots over Reddick. Bol, that's good. Now it's a 7-point Nugget lead.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Here's Reddick. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Denver Nuggets bringing the quarter to a close with a set.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period, they...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for Bol.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
They've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now, here's Doncic after the miss from JaVale McGee.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Doncic against Morris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Jokic kicks to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Porter always going up for the alley-oop here.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Powell. Here's Finney Smith, defended by Gordon. Back to Powell. Pass to Finney Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Now Morris, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Jokic against Porzingis. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
How about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. And Denver also making a switch. Green, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Denver leading by 6. And here is Morris. The pass to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Jermichael Green. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Porter against Doncic. And it's Hardaway atop the key. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. 5 to shoot. A pass to Porzingis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
Morris against Doncic. Morris passes to Porter. Now Jokic. Back to Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And so it's Dallas with it. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Just 4 to shoot. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Redick comes in for Hardaway. Burke, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Outside Gordon. Here is McGee. He's got 8. Jokic, great positioning on the putback.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Brunson finds Redick. There's the triple. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jokic high post. Kleber on him. Count it. Jokic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets.
Oh, Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
Stolen by McGee. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Porter in the corner. Passes to Jokic. Morris outside. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Kleber with the rebound. Burke kicks to Porzingis. No good from 11 feet. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Harrison out there with Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Bull. And it's John Shaw in at the 3. 11 feet away. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Super job by Millsap to release the shot as soon as he gets the ball there. No time for the D to catch up.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Nuggets leading by 8. Now here's Rivers. Loads it up for Millsap. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. 2 points, that one goes. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Denver calls timeout. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Harrison comes in for Austin Rivers. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, "This is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play." In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
I think Paul Millsap's time both in Utah and in Atlanta in the systems of ball movement are helping out this offense now.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. And here is Cauley-Stein. Doncic outside. Buries it down low. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Harrison scanning the floor. Here's Jokic, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Dwight Powell subbed in for Marjanovic. Free throw, good. Jokic.
The 6'10" Serbian Jokic is doing a little bit of everything. A decent scorer, a determined rebounder, and of course, an elite passer.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Doncic.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Floats it up for Jokic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Doncic against Millsap. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The first free throw is good.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Cauley-Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Gordon comes in for Paul Millsap. And Monte Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Morris kicks to Jokic. Over Cauley-Stein. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Mavericks trailed by 6. 1:32 left to play here in the 4th. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic outside. And the 3 off target.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. And the wide open shot from Morris. Cans it from downtown. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Here's Doncic. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Morris with the ball. Pass to Jokic. There's the three. The shot, no good. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Mavericks making a switch here, so it gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident as he's able to go up and knock those down.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 6. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, JaVale McGee.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now, Jokic. So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,